Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, welcome wherever you are. Hello, J-Vlog, hello, Adilabati. You must have very, very tired feet. That's all I can say, Adilabati. Walking everywhere, live streaming. Well, not live streaming. Yeah, not been live streaming recently. You did one earlier and I missed it because, I was talking about getting all this prepared. So I missed that. But yes, robotic voice. All right, okay, thanks. Okay, hopefully that should be better, and you should be able to hear me now. Just say, am I still a robot? Got too many things going through my USB bus. And that music's quite loud. How do I adjust the volume on that? Oh, yeah. Ah, right, good. Yeah, it's always a problem. If I play like videos with music, and I play the intro, and then I have the microphone on and and background music, it just my computer just doesn't like it at all. Oh, this, by the way, this is red wine. Yes, obviously it's red wine, but it's a nice bottle of. Can you read that? Probably not. Massa Antico Primitivo, which is a Zinfandel grape, and it's very nice, very fruity, and not at all like tangy. Not at all. It's just yes, very drinkable. And I was given that by a builder who I was helping. I helped him deliver 3 tons of tiles last week. One tile at a time, putting them upstairs. About 2.5 hours it took us to load these tiles one by one up to this top floor of this building. And he was very grateful. And he said, "What would you like?" And I said, "Oh, well, I'd like some wine. That would be good. What kind?" And I said, "Primitivo." And he just looked blank because he doesn't drink, so he has no clue. So he told his wife to go and get some. So I think she went and spent some good money and got me that. Anyway, excuse me. I haven't finished my pizza. I haven't had pizza for ages, so I thought I'd get myself one. Frozen pizza, very top quality stuff, and it's vegetarian and it's even vegan. I don't think there's any cheese on it or anything. I don't know what's on it. It's just mostly vegetables. But here we go. There's no. Does that look appetizing? I don't know. Yes, I don't know whether you saw the advert. It took me 3 goes to get the advert. I first uploaded it with the Beatles song on the background, which is a big mistake. What good is a vegan pizza? I don't know. Ask a cow. Yeah, my advert was immediately copyright blocked because I had the Beatles song Rain. Because I thought, that would be appropriate because it's been miserable and rainy here. This is the reason I'm indoors now, not out and about. And then I had to sort of scrap that, delete it, and go back to my edit thing and cut off the Beatle music and upload the raw video to YouTube and add its own music. So I added Sister Rosetta Tharpe, who's the sort of like the godmother of rhythm and blues, and her song Let It Rain or something like that. But basically that's what caused me from when I woke up to about 5 minutes ago. I was making the advert, which is why it's only just appeared on Discord, and then I thought, oh God, I've got to sort of schedule the stream, so I had to do that on StreamYard, and then I had to make a thumbnail. So yeah, that's why I'm now eating and talking I'm wondering where everybody is. Probably because, I don't know, was that somebody on Discord saying, where are you? Ah, it's Kimberly. Kimberly is in the northeast of England, where it is not raining. She's got a nice photograph of Durham Cathedral here, and it's beautiful blue sky and a sunny. And then she's off to Newcastle after that. But yes, you'll see from the advert that it was very miserable and grey and rainy in the streets outside. I just thought, how am I going to show people that it's miserable and rainy? And what's the Japanese connection? So I looked up Japanese onomatopoeic words for rain, and first I did rainfall, and one of the words for rainfall is koesi, which sounds a bit like cozy. I thought, oh, that's good, but I wasn't quite sure whether koesi was used in general conversation and whether anybody would know what it meant. Anybody Japanese would probably frown. So I looked up onomatopoeic words, and you had shto, which is drizzle, and za, which is heavy rain. And as I look out of my window, it's doing neither of those things. 20 degrees C and no rain. T-shirt weather. The only time I'll be forced to wear a t-shirt. Or I might just roll my sleeves up. But I did look for places to go. So what's happening in the nearest cities, and nothing is happening until it gets warm and sunny. Except, well, it's Easter weekend here. So, I mean, I don't think they would appreciate it if I turned up with my gimbal at a children's chocolate egg searching party or whatever it is. Hello, would you like to be on YouTube? Well, it's quite tasty for a vegetarian pizza. Another thing that took me ages was, you may have seen in the advert that my pronunciation of shto and za was fairly English. So I wanted to get a sort of a Japanese pronunciation, and I thought, well, yes, I could have a Japanese lady saying that. Where do I find that? Well, I'll just invent one. So the woman you see in the thumbnail is completely artificial, and created by artificial intelligence free program, which I'd searched and searched for. And they had a Japanese voice, which was lucky. So I cobbled that together. Whether she will appear in future episodes, I don't know. I don't know how, what the limit is. Yes. Are you the Easter Bunny? Fuck off. Ooh, the kids. Yes, the weather seems to be gradually improving over there. I mean, Adalabati has not been out in the rain, as far as I can tell. I did do a live stream once in the rain. I went round a nearby town, but it was cold as well, very cold. I was completely covered in waterproofs and a scarf and a hat. But yeah, I decided not to do that again. Right, what I'll do, I'll see if I can show you my avatar video file. Let's have a look. Have I got it? Is it in there? Oh yes, here she is. Well, I had to type in a prompt. It said choose an avatar, create an AI avatar. Okay, so based on a prompt. At first, I typed in Japanese woman, short hair. That's all I typed in, and I got sort of like pubescent anime characters. And I thought, no. So I put in older Japanese woman, short hair, and I got one grey-haired old lady, and then very slightly, vaguely, sort of older than 20 type anime characters. So I thought, oh God, how am I going to do this? So I put in mature Japanese woman, short hair, smiling, and this is the only one that sort of appeared relative to what I wanted. Right.
Zaza.
There we go. Say it again.
Shto, zaza.
Oh, sorry. She doesn't do anything else. She doesn't sing. She doesn't dance. All she says is shto, zaza. I mean, I could have put in an entire paragraph. Perhaps I'll get one of Sayaka Murata's stories and have this like AI woman read it. I finished that story, by the way, from that I was reading the other week, and that you may have, if you've been following on Discord, you'll know that it's utterly disturbing and this rather sort of like ordinary, sweet-looking 40-something Japanese woman who wouldn't say boo to a goose has all this like weird shit going on in her head that she writes down, and was doing it deliberately. But some people who reviewed the book were utterly disgusted, and others loved it. I'm just checking now. I've got no more pizza. Right. I've got no cake either. I finished my son's birthday cake on Thursday. Nothing left. I have to make a fresh cake if I want. Well, I'm going to go out for coffee and chocolates after this, just for fun. But yes, I don't know. Has anybody in the audience read any of Sayaka? UFO Bob, hello. Welcome. How are you? You've had your appointment, and are you feeling any better? Do not fear. There will be no creepy, weird, disgusting Japanese stories being read today on this show. Yes, the Japanese psyche is, I don't know if it's reflected by its literature. You begin to wonder. I was reading there was somebody reading reviews out on YouTube of this book, Earthlings by Sayaka Murata, and they were having fun reading out all the negative reviews. And one of the negative reviews was saying sort of how they were like disturbed by it, but they were expecting it, half expecting it, because of all the other Japanese novels they'd read. They were expecting the horrific ending, so and they weren't surprised when it arrived. Ah, good, you're feeling better. Yes, I could have done. I suppose I could have done a UFO Bob style, wandering around the town, bumping into strangers and talking to them live stream. I might do that one time. Yeah, I've done that before, but not in my own town. Ah, right. Well, yes, I suppose Japanese libraries don't have English editions of. I don't know. They may do. That would surprise me. Would a Japanese library have an English edition? We have. Well, with that being said, there's no Japanese editions of, of Japanese novels in my library. There's English editions sometimes, if you're lucky. If it's a really sort of famous Japanese author like Haruki Murakami, I've read a couple of his. Well, I've read 2 or 3 books of his in English. And there's a whole host of his other books that are only available in Dutch translation. But after you've read 2 or 3 of Haruki Murakami's, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. I can just see vehicles going past in the factory opposite. It's a factory that produces like building materials, but it has so much sort of spare space that it rents places out like sort of parts of its warehouse out to building to other businesses. And my son goes there sometimes. He works for a sort of like a microbrewery, and they have their sort of premises there. Mm. Yeah, so what I did, I got 2 books. I thought, I'd read the first one by Sayaka Murata, and I thought, oh yeah, that's good. I can cope with that. That's not too far out and depressing. Her next book might be interesting, and was interesting, but it was pretty far out. So to save myself, I got a novel from 2022, 2021. I like to be up to date. But it's a novel called the Factory or something like that, and it's about people who in Japan who it's 3 characters who go to get a job in a huge factory that takes up most of the town, and is sort of the be all and end all of the town, and anybody who gets a job there is considered lucky. It sounds riveting, doesn't it? It's I'm just waiting for it to start to go completely weird. I mean, it's slightly surreal at the moment, but it's only a sort of 200-page book or something, so hopefully it'll resolve itself quickly. And that'll be me for a while. I don't know. Did you guys read a lot? I have bouts of reading. I have reading bouts. Yeah, sort of like kind of with people, and there's subcontractors within the factory, and they have their own like restaurants and hospitals, and it's all kind of like very creepily sort of all consuming. Yeah, so I have bouts of reading, and I felt that I should have a change from gaming and try reading, but I game and then read. Oh yes, and Death Stranding. I have completed the game, and now I'm trying to get all the trophies, and I've got like 4 trophies left to get. I have a craving for cake, although I had cake last night at Skippy's. Cake and ice cream. Yeah, why not? Now, is it just me and the way I've got my YouTube set up? Or is there significantly less like Japan content going on? I sometimes see in my recommendations abroad in Japan, and obviously John Dorby's like grinds them out all the time. You haven't read a book in decades. Oh, yeah, give yourself a treat. But there appears to be significantly less Japan content, or whether it's just me. Ah, oh, it sounds a bit like my dad. My dad now has a Kindle. Well, has had a Kindle for a few years and sort of gets through audiobooks like nobody's business. So, I mean, that counts as reading almost. You just have to, accept that the person reading it, their interpretations of the voices. Oh, sorry. Young person on a motorbike going past. Yes, YouTube. I've got 4 YouTube channels. I've got the 3 old dudes. It's like I just keep for mostly music and like history programs, and I've got the channel that I stream this on, which is for my streaming, and I've got just 1 or 2 other like subjects that I keep to that for looking at stuff. And then I've got my old channel, and that's an eclectic mix. And then I've got a channel that's for sort of like philosophy and social things. But I don't know what happens, but because I don't really sort of search much different things on each channel, on this particular channel, things, although it's not strictly connected to the other channels, recommendations from the other channels bleed over into this one, which is annoying. Absolutely, don't recommend channel. Not interested. Get it off. I've got a separate channel for that. So, are there Japanese Kindles? I should imagine. Yeah. It's an Amazon product, and Amazon Japan. I don't know, actually. I mean, I should imagine so. Never really actually listened to an audiobook myself. And it's I don't listen to podcasts either. Which is ironic, given that I'm here waffling on a la podcast. I don't listen to anybody else. That's ego. It's like when I listen to radio, I like to listen to classical radio. One of the reasons I started listening to classical radio, because the music went on for ages, so there wasn't anybody sort of interrupting with waffle, and the DJs sort of kept it all very succinct, and there was no sort of like banter, day-to-day waffle banter, and inane chatter. And then they would sometimes have talk shows on classical channels, and then that's when I would switch off. Yes, I mean, people listen to podcasts. I believe people listen to podcasts whilst they're doing chores. And that's another thing that puts me off podcasts. That I feel obliged to do chores or something if I'm listening to it. It's an associated podcast with housework. This is why my house is a mess, because I don't listen to podcasts. Oh, dear. I certainly wouldn't listen to sort of self-improvement and motivational podcast. Oh God, no! I'd be just going, oh fuck off half the time. Sorry. Oh. Now, Derek Clive, motivational podcasts. That would be interesting. Hey, Robert. Now, Robert does listen to motivational podcasts, but I mean, to each their own. I hope you do have something on while washing the dishes. Just, oh, really bad image of the J-vlog in the all together doing the dishes. Jesus. What is it? Oh, it's 14%. That's why. Mm. Yes, hands up. Who's done the dishes naked? Ever? I wonder. All the things you can do in life. Things to do before you die. Do the dishes naked. Yes, nudists probably do that. You know. Yes, the rare breed these days, nudists. Fresh and fit. Fresh and fit. You sit in your sofa watching on your screen that you've been watching all day. You know, with your Tim Hortons in one hand and you poutine in the other, watching Fresh and Fit. Oh dear. Don't deep pan fry anything in your underwear now, don't you? Don't deep pan fry your underwear. What are we having tonight, dear? Ooh. It's a surprise. It's a bit chewy. I have a really desperate craving for cake at the moment. I need a dessert. I did contemplate doing the live stream possibly tomorrow because I've got Monday off because it's a bank holiday here, and I could sort of moved everything up a day. But my son, you know, I probably might have gone out for a walk and done a live stream with my son. I'd like to do that again sometime, but he's cycling about 60 kilometers. I think he probably is not going to do it today. He said either today or tomorrow. But today, looking at the weather today, he said if it's going to rain, he's not going to do it. But so tomorrow he'll probably be doing that, and you know, I'm not going along. That's my oldest son. My youngest son, I don't think he would do that. He would just get on his motorbike. I'm just trying to think if I can... see if we can get a background video going. Tell you what, Adalabate. That's what we could do. How many people have seen Adalabate's latest walking video? Right, let's have a look. Oh, it comes up with recommendations of my interview with Adalabate. Right, 2 years ago, streamed 2 years ago. Adalabate walk. Three years ago. Adalabate is extremely consistent, I must say. Oh, God, what's that? Right. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm just clicking things here. Sugamo. Itabashi. Ask permission. Are you still there, Adalabate? Can I sort of have one of your videos going on in the background? Would you mind? No, no, Simon. Don't have any more wine. Yes, I mean, I should really be supporting my fellow YouTubers and repurposing their videos for my own ends. I do that all the time, but to people I don't know. Creative license. And this music is very soporific, I have to say. It's nice. So April is just around the corner. Are we all going to be fooled on the 1st? When is the 1st? Is it Monday? Is it Monday the 1st? I have to check. I can't remember. Useless with dates. Yes, Monday is the 1st of April. I could have tricked you and done the live stream on Monday. Yes, we're almost at what are we now? So yes, April we'll be in April. We'll be already a third of the way through the year. Good grief! Well, speaking of April showers bring May flowers. I mean, I did consider one of the options I was thinking of was going to an arboretum that I'd been to a couple of years ago and done a live stream from, showing all the cherry blossoms. But yes, cherry blossoms will be coming out probably towards the end of April. So expect a live stream related to that. Traffic and ships in the ocean time lapse. Oh, this music's gone round in a circle. Let's change it and liven it up a bit.
Volume 1.
Now, I haven't done a video for a long time. The last one I did, I actually sort of uploaded it in its entirety to Instagram as well, in the hopes that it might get some more views. But possibly one of the things I usually do on bank holidays is I go out and video, and I've got my camera. Where's my camera? I've just got to find a way to charge it up. My old video camera, but I'll probably use my phone. But if the weather improves by Monday, I may go out and make a video, and then upload it to my old channel, where it will disappear. Sorry, I'm just getting into the music. It's about the only time I listen to this sort of music. Aha! Adalabati has just seen you, Robert. Oh, Adalabati, you're there. You're still there. I was just wondering, is it all right to use one of your videos as a background? Oh, that's a good idea, Bob. Yeah. At least then I'll know it'll get views. Just waiting to see if Adalabati heard my question. What I could do, if I go and have a look at my let's have a look. YouTube. Go to my channel. Okay, my videos. Could open that in a separate tab and we could have a look at one of my old filter views. Let's have a look. Apply. What's the most views? It's not working. Come on. I'm lost. Where am I? Where's StreamYard? Here we go. Ah, right, you can. I can. Okay, we'll do that then. Right, I shall just bear with me. Okay. I'll use your latest one, Adalabate, then. So this is where Adalabate was yesterday. Oh, no. Copy. Okay, let's have a look. You have to change this to image. Okay. Oh, now I should have a black space covering my mouth. Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, it's freaking out on that. It doesn't like that. Oh dear. Okay, no, wait. I have to change my settings. Virtual background. None. There we are. God. Technology. Right. Manicam. YouTube URL. No, wait, I'll do it. YouTube URL here. I'll do it in standard quality because my computer can't cope. And I shall change this to me. Two of me. Okay. Here's Adalabate's Itabashi Station walk. Oh, Nakameguru. Oh, to look at the cherry blossoms. Oh, no, still not cherry blossoms yet. Oh, right. Looks like nice weather there. Much better than here. Now, Adalabate, you use Prism, and Bob, you use Prism as well. Do you find that the picture quality is consistently better, or does it just depend when you're live streaming? That is, does it depend entirely on signal? Because I'm sometimes a bit disappointed, even though I can get 1080p on my app that I'm using, the Larix Broadcaster. I find that I still get sort of digital blur sometimes. It's not as crisp, and yours always seems so crisp, but it could be that you've got like top-end smartphones and I'm just using a like mid-range one. It could be that. It depends on signal, yeah. So knowing me, if I go out into the woods, it wouldn't matter whether I got Prism or Larynx Broadcaster. I would still disappear at certain points. And be grainy. Now, what we should really have Adil Abati on here, explaining to us where all this is and what's happening. I can send you a link. Yes, and I use a Galaxy A50 from 2019, which is sort of like not. It's sort of better than basic, but not brilliant. At one time, I was considering a DSLR and on a proper gimbal thing, but I thought no. I mean, all that money, you know, for 20 views. It always strikes me as interesting when you go to Japan is that sort of you walk down any street and like at least a third of all the street signs and shop signs you see are in English. You know, go down any street in England, nothing in Japanese. Jizodori shopping street. Okay, this is Sugamo. Sugamo, is that? I'm trying to think. Is Sugamo is that the old people's paradise where they go and buy their red knickers and things, or have I got a completely wrong part of Tokyo? The iPhone 13 Pro is too heavy for your gimbal. Yeah. Sugamo Medicine Garden. Alas, hi. We're in Sugamo, where you can get red knickers if you're over 50. This is all courtesy of Adil Abati, who has allowed me to use her latest video as background. Oh, the DSLR setup. Oh, right, yes. I mean, it's also intrusive. I can't imagine you going to sort of like the pumpkin farm and everything with a DSLR. You know, people would be a bit wary if you came up to them with like a huge camera and a fluffy Dougal mic. I mean, you'd have to wear a suit and tie and have an assistant with a clipboard, and then they'd feel sort of more at ease that it was some kind of official thing going on. Ah, right, yes. It's also because I only posted the advert like 10 minutes before the show started. Yes, Alas was asking me to post pictures of my food from Skippy's on. But I can only post like 3 pictures because the only types of meals I have there consist of 3 different things that I generally have each time. I mean, they don't have a great variety. They have tapas and they have like salads, and then they have meat pies and then toasted sandwiches. And I just only stick with the toasted sandwiches or the meat pies. Sometimes I have a quesilada, which I call a que sera sera, which is basically sort of like a soft taco thing filled with all bits of salady stuff and other things. But I generally don't go for that. You miss most of it. You didn't miss much, I'm afraid. It's like just me waffling on. You can go back and watch me waffle on. Yes, talking about cooking naked. It's one of the things you should all should do before you leave this mortal coil. I know. You know, tick the box. Rest art. Oh, there's a place in there's a restaurant in my town called Rest B Art. Not related, I don't think. Yes, we are happy that you're here, Alas. I should better just show Alas what's happening. This week I've been mostly drinking Primitivo. Can you tell? Yes, don't bend over the stove to look at things when you're naked cooking eggs, especially if you're a lady.
A to Z, Volume 1.
Gravity balance disability support. Okay. Yes, it's definitely the old people's part of Tokyo. Yes, and your guests will probably lose their appetites too if you cook naked. Hello, everybody. This is what I've cooked. Oh, look, it's the Red Knicker shop. I told you. Akapantsu, red knickers. Yes, there's a distinct lack of young people in in this video. I have to say. This is more indicative of the actual demographic of Japan. When I went to Tokyo, every time I went to Tokyo, it was like, where, you know, what's with all this declining aging population? Everybody I saw was like young. Spew. Yeah, it looks like a very peaceful. There's no cars as well, which is good. Loewe televisions, Lawson's. I'm a Family Mart man myself, with occasional dip into 7-Eleven. It looks to be sort of mid-morning when you're walking around here, Adalabate, from the light on the buildings. Hands up who gets a holiday on Monday. I know that Alas gets a holiday on Monday, and she had a holiday starting yesterday, and I didn't. It's not fair. But who's got a holiday on Monday? People in Japan, probably not. I don't know. I mean, there are Christians in Japan, so I mean, maybe the Christians get a holiday. I don't know. But I mean, Belgium is all Catholic. I would have thought that they would have had Good Friday off as well, but no, apparently not. Only sort of like Protestants seem to take Good Friday off. Hey, everybody! This is a blast from the past. Speed Gimp is in the house. Term of the day. The term of the day is red knickers. So, Speed Gimp, we have Alas, we have J-Vlog, who you may or not know. You have UFO Bob, who you may or may not know. We have Adolabate, who you may or may not know. But everybody, this is Speed Gimp from Florida. And he was an integral part of Three Old Dudes shows. Often bringing with him the term of the day, which was mostly highly offensive. Yes. You'll have to Google that. Red knickers. No, I just made that one up. Oh, we had great terms of the day, like the money shot. And things like that. Yes, if you are not already au fait with the Three Old Dudes, I would recommend a brief foray onto that channel. And the hijacked, look for the hijacked episode. And you will never see Softy Papa Kurt Bell in the same light ever again. How are you, Speed Gimp? Anyway, I haven't really been in touch with you at all for a long, long time. How's Kai? Drives a Volvo. Dear me, things I said on this show. This is supposed to be the clean Simon NoChaNoMa. Nothing to do with. It's dissociated entirely from Three Old Dudes. Almost. Can't get away from your past. Old Japanese communists, yes. Have to wear red knickers. Did I use a stick? I always use a stick shift. When I drive my Volvo. God. Yeah. They turned 25 and 23 respectively a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so they're they make more money. One of them makes more money than I do. And has a car. Well, they both have cars. And I'm borrowing my eldest son's car to go to England next in a couple of months. And my youngest son has a car and a motorbike. So yeah, so things go fast. Are we still in Sugamo, Adalabate? Or does it merge? Because there's no distinct separation between areas in Tokyo. It's just, you just know that you've gone from Omotesando to Harajuku by the changing demographic. It's a Honda 125, I think. An old one, 1975. It's like he wanted a retro one. Nope. We're not. We're no longer in Sugamo. Okay. Ah, Itabashi. That looks like a Honda Super Cub across the road there. Your kids make you feel old. Yes, it's when they come and put a blanket on your knees when you're sat on sat on the sofa and bring you a cup of cocoa. Pat you on the head. And start talking to you. Are you right? Is everything all right? You nice, dear? Yeah. I heard on the radio the other day. On the radio, I listen to the radio sometimes. That they're now in Belgium. Yes, you're not allowed. They're trying to teach people who assist people in old people's homes and so on, not to talk to the patients or the occupants in such like condescending and childish voices. That's the Sakura tram. Can't get on for pedals. Yes, but Florida's got crocodiles or alligators. It's gone very quiet in the video. Like all the old people have disappeared. Itabashi is not the throbbing heart of old people's Tokyo, obviously. It's deserted. What dangerous thing do they have in Belgium? Oh, God. Trying to think. %14 beer. That's quite dangerous. This show is dangerous, yes. It's not for public consumption in Belgium. Banned in Belgium. I did have one Belgian viewer, apparently. I did, yes. Sort of like a Flemish kid that used to come on. I remember we used to sort of say hi to him. He's obviously sort of seen the light and not come back. Beer is yes, quite dangerous. When you have a beer called Delirium Tremens, that's its brand name. You kind of know that you're in that territory. Do not operate. Yes, do not cook naked while watching this show. Yeah, Speed Gimp, I'm still on the wine, as if you couldn't tell. Oh, yeah, Speed Gimp. Speaking of Speed Gimp, I made him a birthday video once, long time ago, about 10 years ago, on my other channel. And for some bizarre reason, it is one of the most popular videos I've ever made. It's just me saying in a really bad like Mexican accent, "You are how old? I don't believe it." And then the words "you old git," and then some like Mexican punk band playing in the background. I am wearing have long hair and a sheepskin jacket on, so it's a bit weird. And I've got a bandana across my face, so maybe people appreciate that. I don't know, but it's got more than 1,000 views. So thank you, Speed Gimp, for that. Yes, I saw vids of your mum's beer selection. Yes, on Discord. Where can you see it? I'll maybe put a link to it in Discord, and you can all have a look at it. But yes, and I shall put a link to one of the more sort of notorious 3 Old Dudes episodes, of one with featuring Speed Gimp, and then you can see what he looks like. Do you still have the Van Dyke? Oh wow, this is getting kind of groovy in the background here. I did, yes. He kind of like, made videos about it.
Mono A to Z, Volume 1.
Oh, I've gone round in a circle again. This could be the cue. This could be the cue for...
Shto, zaza.
Shto, zaza, she said, as I find a way to gradually wind down the show. Because I am now desperate. I'm desperate for coffee and chocolates. So I may be going out shortly to get coffee and chocolates. Should I go out dressed like this? That's the question. I generally do go and I do send in the coffee shop dressed like this. So yes, probably will. Yes, I did try to do. I have an avatar of myself that I have used. I think I've used sort of the avatar head once on the show, and I've used a cat avatar as well. Save on washing. It's a winter thing. It just keeps your top lip warm. Right, I'm definitely going to have to sort of, yes, let people see you. It's really good to see you in the comments. Easter egg chocolate, yes, yes. I was going to go and get myself an Easter egg as well. Yeah. So I'm off to go and get an Easter egg and some coffee, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. Next week, I have no idea. I could just pull something out of my arse again, like I did today, and well, it will certainly not be naked cooking with Simon, no, and it'll be something more respectable and sane. But thank you all for watching. Yes, it's just like the old days. Speed Gimp old chap. But for now, as we head to Itabashi Station, and my grateful thanks to Anda Labate for letting me use her video. Grateful thanks to you for putting up with my waffles. And I hope you'll all join me again next week. And keep me sane. Or at least sane enough to do this show. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.